Hello Bill, can you tell us how the Tour of All Tours of Bath came about?
Sure. So the Tour of All Tours for Bath came about after having made some tours in other cities. First, guided tours, first in Stuttgart, and then one in London, one in Beijing, South Dorset Ridgeway, and now number 5 is here in Bath, and came about because I've been doing some projects here already in Bath through ICIA, so I kind of knew a little bit this was ripe conditions for making a tour of all tours.
And can you tell us how many tours of Bath you went on to make the tour of all tours of Bath, and what your process was?
Yeah, so I went on something like 20 different tours in Bath. It's really a kind of a big mix of tours, from the most conventional guided tours around the city to tours where it's all about stone circles, dowsing and shamanic drumming, and everything in between that. And so I would take them all and then write about them, think about them, and on the project blog, Tour of All Tours, give a kind of review of them. With these reviews I then made a tour of my own, connecting all the different sites. Each tour visited a different site, so I perform the reviews, in a sense, on lots of different sites which these different various tours all take place on.
And what's the experience for an audience member of the Tour of All Tours?
The experience is going to be kind of different for audience depending on where you're coming from. If you are a resident of Bath, then you'll already be familiar with the places, and you might even have been on some of the tours and know quite a lot about the things I'm talking. And at the same time, I will be adding some new twists and different dimensions to that, particularly about what the tourists do, and it's quite possible that if you're from the city, you won't know exactly what all the tourists are busy with. If you don't know the city, then it might function more like a review guide of here are all the things you can go and do. Now you have your choices, and on top of that, for both people, I give a commentary about the tours, about how they use the city, about their significance, and in this way it becomes a meta tour, which is more than just a series of reviews, but really a show, a performance about the city itself as it's understood through the phenomenon of tourism. How everybody carves it up in their different ways, uses it in different ways.
How long did you spend in Bath to put the show together?
All in all, I'd say I spent about 3 weeks in Bath, rehearsing, researching, then finally writing, practicing, getting it ready for the Tour of All Tours. So it's not a great deal of time. I'm still a tourist, more or less, but an expert tourist, I'd like to say.